In this video, I'm going to talk about cylinder deactivation. I made several videos in the past about Honda's cylinder deactivation system, and it's called VCM, Variable Cylinder Management, where the engine shuts down from 6-cylinder to 4 cylinders and then to 3 cylinders. Now, if you have not seen those videos, please take a look at my playlist. Now, Honda is not the only manufacturer using cylinder deactivation. Other manufacturers uses it too. So therefore, we're going to talk about them. To start, let's go back a little bit to the history of cylinder deactivation. This was introduced back in 1980 or 1981 with GM, General Motors. They were the first auto manufacturer to introduce the cylinder deactivation system. Cylinder deactivation was actually invented by another company in 1905. General Motors debuted the V8-6-4 fuel injection system in 1981, and it only lasted a year. This engine was a complete failure, partly because the computer processor technology at that time was just too slow, and GM ended up replacing all the engines. 20 years after the end of GM's first cylinder deactivation system, they brought it back, and it's called active fuel management. GM brought back cylinder deactivation, called active fuel management, on the V8 and V6 engines on Cadillac, Buick, Chevrolet, GMC, and Pontiac. It debuted around 2004, now with better electronics. There's still some issues with this engine, such as the lifter issues and oil issues that actually cause the engine to use more gas. The cylinder deactivation system used by Mercedes-Benz is called Camtronic's wood cylinder deactivation. Yes, it's a long name. Cylinder deactivation was introduced in Europe about 1999 with the 5.5 liter V8 and also on the V12 engine. On the V8, it reduces down to a V4 engine, whereas for the V12, the 12-cylinder engine, one bank shuts down, so it performs like an inline 6-cylinder. Currently, cylinder deactivation is also on the 4-cylinder engines, where it shuts down from 4 to 2 cylinders. From what I read, some articles said that they are rather reliable. However, I'm not sure about that. I suppose Mercedes perhaps have more experience, many decades now, with cylinder deactivation, so maybe they perfected it better than other manufacturers. Chrysler Corporation also uses cylinder deactivation, and their system is called MDS, Multiple Displacement System. Now, this was during a time when Chrysler was managed by Mercedes-Benz, so perhaps that technology got transferred over from Mercedes to the Chrysler Corporation. Cylinder deactivation for Chrysler is on the 5.7 and 6.4 liter Hemi V8 engine, where the engine shuts down from 8 cylinders to 4 cylinders. Now, this was introduced around 2005, and it's spread across Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram products. The cylinder deactivation did offer better miles per gallon, reduced emission. However, there's also issues with it, with cooling and heating of the cylinder engines and solenoids, lifter, rollers, valve seats, and other issues. You can turn off the Chrysler's version of cylinder deactivation by using a device called Diablo Tuner, and that's able to keep the engine in V8 mode all the time. So if you own a Hemi V8, might be worth looking into Diablo tuner if you want your engine to be in 8-cylinder mode all the time. And that's kind of the whole point of the Hemi. Now, Hemi has been discontinued, but there's rumors that it will come back. Honda and Acura's version of the cylinder deactivation is called VCM, Variable Cylinder Management. For Honda's VCM system, I made several videos talking about the VCM system and my experience with the VCM. Currently, the version is VCM version 4 that was introduced around 2023. Now, some of the things I will point out is that there has been a class action lawsuit against Honda for this VCM system where Honda extended the warranty and paid for the repairs. I do own a 2025 Pilot with VCM, with cylinder deactivation. So I'll continue to follow the current generation of VCM and provide updates on my experience and if any issue comes up. Volkswagen's version of cylinder deactivation is called ACT, Active Cylinder Technology. However, the same technology used on the Audi side is called Cylinder on Demand. Cylinder deactivation on the VW Audi group is on the 1.4 and 1.5 TSI 4-cylinder engine. So the cylinder deactivation goes from 4 cylinders to 2 cylinders. This technology debuted around 2014. And from what I gathered, these are European model engines. I'm not sure if the US version have cylinder deactivation. Now, some of the issues associated with cylinder deactivation for these VW engines are the actuators. There's also vibration, excessive uneven wear of the cylinders, oil leaks, and just overall reduction in durability and reliability for the engine. Mazda's version of cylinder deactivation is also a long name, Skyactiv-G, featuring cylinder deactivation. Cylinder deactivation is on their 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, where it shuts down from 4 cylinders to 2 cylinders. Now, this is only on the non-turbocharged models. The turbo models will not have cylinder deactivation. This also has been troublesome for Mazda, where in 2019 they recalled about 260,000 vehicles to fix spark plug issues, oil consumption, misfire, and noises. Sounds very similar to the issues experienced by Honda. This is my list on the auto manufacturers that use cylinder deactivation. If I missed any, please post it in the comments below. The purpose of this video is to help you identify cylinder deactivation. Manufacturers don't talk about it very much because it's quite common now. It's no longer a new technology. If you're okay with that, want to save a little bit on gas, sure. If you're against it and don't want it, then at least you know what to look for in your search for your next car. I hope you find this video useful and helpful, and I'll see you at the next video.